man. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. We had a hell of a conversation on Wednesday. I think we had a very crucial conversation in the Discord yesterday, and I thought it was only right that we expound on it because it intertwines with what happened on Wednesday. You know what I mean? You know, I've been told several times that, hey, I'm too heavy-handed on the men, right? I need to give them more grace. You know, most niggas just trying to make it, right? But we got too many complaints to just be trying to make it and that be okay, right? Ain't this how this works? How do we view and see respect? What do we deem respect, and do we let slide for the sake of just, I don't know what it is, tuck and tail, being castrated, being theoretical eunuchs, man? I'm trying to figure out what's what. You know, we saying women run relationships. We under a matriarchy. You know, like it's like we just here. We just here. We just existing. We don't even know when we being disrespected because we let everything slide. We let anything go. So I'm trying to figure out what's what. Like, why? Like, my brother Kenny in the building. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I expect too much of the men around me. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I expect too much of the men around me. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. I really want to understand this. Where do we reside? Like what are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to expect? Real rap. Yo, listen, Kenny, right? I was at this football camp. I was 14 years old. It's down in Pennsylvania, right? In Pennsylvania, I don't know if people know if they're not from the East Coast, but it's a very good football state, right? Connecticut not as known so much, even though like football started there and all that. So I went to this camp to get better. And I was a freshman in high school, so I was going to my sophomore year, right? And we was doing hitting drills, and they made groups because you know it's 600 kids at the camp, right? So they make groups, and so I'm in a group, and we doing like shed the block, make the tackle, right? Shed the block, make the tackle. The running back can choose whatever way he want to go. I got to control the fullback, right? Take the impact, control the fullback, right? I get off, make the tackle, right? And I'm doing pretty good. I'm booming shit for the most part, you know? It's hard though. When you get off that block too late, you might grab onto the running back. He might drag you a little bit, but you know, you had to get off the block in the first place. So, and it was kind of a little bit of defense and offense. So I play a little bit of running back too. So I was blocking too, you know, and running the ball. It was kind of like that drill. So I look up, they yelling, oh shit. Oh damn, this nigga putting in pain over here. Right? He booming shit over there, son. I mean, he knocking shit loose. Pause. I forget his name. So they blow the whistle like, all right, everybody water up. I said, hold, coach. Are we going back to this drill? They say, nah. I couldn't help myself, man. My father said, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You got to go against the best people to really understand where you are. So I couldn't help it. Even as a 14-year-old, I said, yo, can I get some reps with him before we get out of here? Right? Can I get some reps with him before we transition? So he went to the other coach, so they let us go. So now it's the damn near the whole camp watching. And we went like 10 times. I lost a few, he lost a few, but it was a bang out. You heard? Because I thought that's the job. I just thought that's the job. Is that not the job? When do we not compete? When do we say it's okay to be last? When do we believe in mediocrity? When does everybody get a trophy and men are like, yeah. So I'm just really trying to understand. I thought we said, yo, our games that we play growing up, we have winners and losers, which teaches us how to problem solve and stand on our shit and rub it off, and our lessons and our losses become lessons, right? So at what point can you be too hard on a nigga? Pause. I'm just trying to understand this shit, my heart. When can you be too hard on men that are supposed to be competing at all times? I remember we had a conversation. They say, no. Why are we comparing ourselves? Well, how do you measure yourself? How do you measure yourself against the best? That's sports. Let's take it out of sports. I want to be the best barber in the world. But if there's a barber over there getting paid $100 a cut and he actually earned it and he got substantial clientele, don't I need to go see what he doing so I can improve? If a motherfucker tell you they better than you, don't they have to prove it to you? That's what I'm asking. Don't they have to prove it to you? Yes or no? We was talking about this yesterday. I'm gonna bring it to the table. Yo, the Mexicans, they got this stereotype that they work so hard. How? Have you ever watched it? Have you ever watched it? Right? They send 10 niggas on one 2,100 square foot roof and they get it done. Well, you got no choice. They take their breaks on a dime. They take every 30 minutes. They not overworking themselves, but they put 10 people on the roof. Have you ever seen the craftsmanship? My man Al, salute to Al. He know, yo, I got a Mexican dude for you, Hamp. He could finish that basement because I got to put a bathroom in the house, right? But he going to do it about 80% correct. He will do it to about 85%, bro. But there's some things you're going to have to finish up, put on, you know, the painting might be so and all that. But it's going to be cheap and you can get the bathroom, toilet, and shower installed, which is the most valuable part. I'm bugging. Ratchet City, you from the city? You from DC? Tell him I'm bugging. What? You think about this. You have to undercut everything to get an opportunity. You have to undercut everything to get an opportunity. That's why they pricing to be so cheap. They have to cut it. They have to undercut people. Because the product ain't all that. But you put 20 motherfuckers on the roof, they bound to get it done. I guess they won't look lazy. How you start calling people lazy that work once they stop working for free? Niggas had a civil war because of how valuable slave labor was. But them same people all of a sudden lazy? I'm just trying to figure out, bro. When do men not compete? Tell me a time when you backed down and didn't regret it. Intrinsically. Take this walk with me, fellas. Let's say you had a thing, right? You had a disagreement with another man, you know, in a setting in which you could escalate it. But you were the bigger person. Anybody ever did that? Put a 1 in the chat if you ever did that. Or you say, you know what? I'm going to let this ride for whatever reason. My house, my kids is here. You know, whatever the case is, it ain't worth it. And you actually right. You're right. You're right in that moment. You are? You're right. You backing off is the correct decision. And so I'm in agreement. You backing off is the correct decision. All right. Just so we're on the same page. But what happens when you get home, bro? Tell me the truth. When you look in that mirror and you know, yo, I should have punched that nigga in his fucking mouth. Not I should have. I wanted to. I should have punched that crack in his fucking mouth. Right? That shit'll burn you up. Even though you know you made the right decision. Tell me I'm bugging. Right? That shit make you itchy, bro. It give you like mothballs like at your grandma's house. Cause we not built like that. Like, yo, you be looking in the mirror like on some Macaulay Culkin shit. Like, I can't believe I just did this shit. Right? You never had that. Something wrong with you. I'm just keeping it a bean. We can't be friends. Decatur. What? Win, lose, or draw, right? You compete. So think about this, right? I need to give y'all context. So we was having a conversation, but I missed like 90% of it. And so Latino brother was asked, who's a harder workers, black people or or like Mexicans? He said, well, Mexicans, whatever. Loaded question. I don't know. I don't expect him to answer any differently. And then as it matures, he's saying, yo, they don't give us no green cards because we'll take this shit over. Put a 1 in the chat if that don't sound like a challenge to you. And so it took the OG to come off the mic and say, y'all so worried about who can or cannot say nigga. What about another man telling you he better than you? What about another man challenging you? But why the fuck wouldn't he though? But why wouldn't he? Women run relationships. We want everybody to say nigga, right? We want everybody to be able to say nigga. And then we always tout double standards. You notice how when we talking about the women, if they have too much sex, they whores. If men have too much sex, they winners, right? Because we agree with double standards all the time. But somehow it stops here at the word because niggas want to placate the who for what? Placate the who for what? If we all know double standards exist. On the internet, nobody says faggot ever. Never. Nobody says it. Nobody says Jews ever. But then you gotta fight niggas about who can say nigga or not. When we up here so pussy, we turn grapes into rape. Like, like, do we be thinking about this shit or what? Huh? I'm asking. Don't say don't. This is how they be talking. Don't say that. Don't say white people. You have to say white people. But now niggas, oh well, we say nigga, so why can't they say nigga? You don't even want to say white people. You ain't brave. You ain't tough. You run around here saying grape. Remember? Let me show y'all this clip right here, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
Run! It's a stampede!
DJ Hamp the Stampede.
DJ Hamp the Stampede.
Let me read my two beautiful fruit super chats. My brother Truth in the building with the $5 says, DJ Hamp, yo, big homie, you coming to Bodymore August 22nd. Check your message. I want to holler at you so we can schedule a link. Yo, I'll be there. I wanted to fly in on Sunday so I could just fly right out. You know what I mean? Because I got a bunch of dates. You know what I mean? I got Baltimore, Miami, Cleveland, New York. So I wanted to kind of, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be in and out. But I might have to fly in on that night, though, just because of how the flights was set up. But I'll keep you posted. You heard? Oh, I got my brother Chris already, right? Salute. Yo, Little Rock, I'm glad you said that, my heart. Yo, if you notice, I say whatever word fits the sentence. Right? Take this walk with me. If you notice, I say, like, if we're talking about somebody taking advantage of a child, I'll say that the child was molested. You know, I never had a strike or nothing because you're not saying nothing wrong. You're saying the word that fits. There's plenty of newscasts and news reports. If you notice on the internet, they don't say grape. They say the woman was raped on said newscast about, you know, whatever the thing is, right? They say the word that makes sense within context. You feel me? We're not doing anything different. But somebody put that shit in our head. In like black YouTube, somebody put that shit in our head, bro. That you can't use words in context. Now, it could have been, right, in the guidelines change, you know? So if you used to say COVID during that era, they would demonetize your stream and all that, right? But generally speaking, if I'm talking about a subject, right? If I'm talking about a subject, that's what I'm talking about. But somebody put, that's what I'm saying, right? That shows like our like it's foolish. And we just went for the shit. We just going for shit. Now we got to argue about black people about who should say nigga. when they don't want to say no other derogatory terms or nobody else. They don't even want to call Jewish people Jews. So now we call them small hats. But now you want to argue with me about who could say nigga and why I'm saying it when you don't want to say Jewish people? You see what I'm saying? Double standards exist everywhere. Shit is crazy, bro. So, but salute that I'm glad you put that in the chat, Maha. Appreciate you. So, let me show you this, man. Let me know if this resonates, because my OG Omar tried this yesterday, but the niggas that he was talking to didn't seem to get it. So, let me play this for you, right? Let me see what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
Gonna set the tone to start the game. And you said I'm running through Powell's fucking chest.
First play of the game, I'm running through Pulgasol. We was like, what?
Man, you tripping. Man, that's your teammate. You tripping. You ain't about to do that.
He said, first play of the game, I know what they're gonna run, and he knew Powell's gonna be the last screen. And he said, I'm running through that motherfucker.
I swear the first play of the game. We was like, holy shit.
He just went right to the middle of my chest, tried to get right through me to send a message. And not just to me, but to his teammates. Say, hey, this might be my brother. I play with him, we're close, but I don't care about anything else but winning.
Bob said he gonna say.
Let me play it again. Best athletes in the world. Kobe, God bless his dad, had to teach them this same lesson damn near. But at least we know they compete because we see them. Their bodies is in tip-top shape because we seen them. Right? These guys spend $1 million on their body. You could not do what they do if you tried, nigga. Your guardian angel couldn't help you be LeBron James. Or fucking Paul Gasol. Or Carmelo Anthony. Let's play it again. God bless the dead.
Set the tone to start the game. And you said I'm running through Powell's fucking chest.
First play of the game, I'm running through Pulgasol. We was like, what?
Man, you tripping. Man, that's your teammate. You tripping. You ain't about to do that.
He said, first play of the game, I know what they're gonna run, and he knew Powell's gonna be the last screen. And he said, I'm running through that motherfucker.
I swear the first play of the game. We was like, holy shit.
He just went right to the middle of my chest, tried to get right through me to send a message. And not just to me, but to his teammates. Say, hey, this might be my brother. I play with him, we're close, but I don't care about anything else but winning.
Maybe Kobe tell him. Which I think. Put a 1 in the chat if it makes sense. Put a 2 in the chat if Kobe bugging, because that's his man. That's his teammate. That's who he spent most of his time with. That's who he won the champions with. Or is it when it's on, it's on? Don't line up across from me if you expect me to take it easy on you. I'm not going half speed for nothing. I got a reputation to protect, and I got to get better. This makes sense. Come on, son. And look, O already presented this shit. But now, on YouTube, we get access to a few more of our brothers so we can have a conversation. Compete, bro. Compete. That Latino brother told us, yeah, nigga, you lucky they won't make us. You lucky they won't approve us. You lucky they won't make us citizen, nigga. We'll run this shit. Yeah, y'all more lazy than us. Yeah. But make sure you put the LOL at the end, right? So I can soften it. Right? So it can mitigate the damage it does, the feeling behind it. It makes it palatable with the LOL. Oh yeah, let me acknowledge double standards exist until it's time to talk about the N-word. Mind you, them same niggas saying, white tea people and small hat and grape and whatever else you want to fake and say. Yo, shit, interesting, bro.